separated movements like that?
My goodness. When Malcolm was in the States, it was so separated. Malcolm even made Martin look like a Tom until he understood what was happening. Right. But that's a wonderful thing about the icon. You continue to grow and you develop courage, the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. If you've seen another truth and had enough courage to change your way of thinking, to say, hey, everybody, you know what I said last week? I don't believe that anymore. A little child just straightened me out. This was the mark of Martin and of Malcolm. So when Malcolm X came to Africa and came to us in West Africa, in Ghana, he said, I have met blue-eyed, blonde-haired white men at Mecca, and I can call them brother. I've learned not all whites are the devils.
It's important for you to talk about these people and remind me of their humanity, because as icons, the level of virtue they have seems impossible.
This is why it's dangerous to make anybody seem larger than life. Because a young person coming up sees this larger than life figure, this outrageously gigantic personality, and has to say, I can never be that. I can never do that.
Absolutely.
You see, when the truth is, those men and those women were in the right place at the right time and got hold of something. And something caught hold of them.
This is something that I just now in this stage of my life am getting an appreciation for. And maybe being a public person kind of helped me appreciate it. But what the 60s must have been like for anybody. What was it, 8 or 9 assassinations? What does that do to a generation? Having lived through that and having known those people. This is me. I imagine I'd still be angry. I'd be angry at my country. I'd be angry at anybody who let that happen to my friends.
Oh, if you're not angry, you're either a stone or you're too sick to be angry. You should be angry.
But what do you do?
Now, mind you, there's a difference. You must not be bitter.
That's all.
Let me show you why. Bitterness is like cancer. It eats upon the host. It doesn't do anything to the object of its displeasure. So use that anger, yes. You write it, you paint it, you dance it, you march it, you vote it, you do everything about it, you talk it. Never stop talking it.
Brother Jim, she said something very, very profound. She says you can be angry, but you shouldn't be bitter. That was really, really, really nice. I haven't thought about it that way though. Like, can you be angry without being bitter? Yeah, it's possible. There are some people that are angry, but they're not bitter. Like, they don't take it personal. But there are some people that are angry and take things super personal, up to the point of going to the extreme of doing something to hurt somebody or to harm somebody, which in turns, right, it's not a great idea or great thing to do at the end of the day.
I have a thesis, and that is that human beings are more alike than we are unalike. That's what being an American is like. We look so differently, and yet we are all Americans. It's such an exciting thesis.
You've written books, you teach, and you're from a time when the society would tell you that these types of things are probably not even in the realm of possibility. The fact that you even lived abroad a global perspective, pre-globalization almost.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to love. Love is a condition so powerful. It may be that which holds the stars in the firmament. It may be that which pushes and urges the blood in the veins. Courage. You have to have the courage to love somebody because you risk everything. Everything. I started learning courage from my grandmother who raised me. I had been with her from the time I was 3 until I was 7. And then I was taken up to St. Louis, to my mother's people. They were erudite. They were very sophisticated. I was there a couple of months when my mother's boyfriend raped me. The man was put in jail for 1 day and night and released. When the police came into my grandmother's house, they came in and told her that the man had been found dead, and it seemed he was kicked to death. They said that within my hearing. I decided that my voice had killed the man, so I wouldn't speak. I spent 6 years of my life as a mute, and words became very important to me.
I think words aren't what hurts people as much as the intentions behind words. So I think that's been one of the reasons why I can say some pretty ugly words that would traditionally hurt people, but when they hear it, they feel like this doesn't hurt me because they can feel the intention behind the word, just in how I'm using it. If y'all ever listen to Malcolm X, he used to say some deep shit. Listen to this. He said, in America, there are house niggas and there are field niggas. And he broke it all down. He said, the house nigga lives in the house with the master. He loves the master. He wears the same clothes as the master, eats the same food. He loves the master more than he loves himself. Field nigga, on the other hand, sleeps outside, food is bad, clothes are bad, they beat him unreasonably, and he hates the master's fucking guts. And then Malcolm said, I am a field nigga. And I say the same thing. I'm a field nigga that somehow managed to find his way into the house.
I believe that a word is a thing. It is non-visible and audible only for the time it's there. It hangs in the air. But I believe it is a thing. I believe it goes into the upholstery and into the rugs and into my hair and into my clothes and finally even into my body. I believe that words are things and I live on them. I look at the word, the N word, which I really am obliged to call it that, because it was created to divest people of their humanity.
Absolutely.
Now, when I see a bottle come from the pharmacy, it says POISON, and then there's skull and bones, then I know that the content of that thing, the bottle is nothing, but the content is poison. If I pour that content into Bavarian crystal, it is still poison.
Well,
I'm just saying. Mind you, it's just an idea that words are things.
it's a particular rapper who's a good friend of mine. This guy, his name is Most Def. And we were having a conversation about that word in particular. What was initially used to dehumanize us, we adopted and speak of camaraderie with it. This is a mutual struggle. And he said, I know you're gonna just crush me in a minute. So
No, sir.
I'm telling you
How?
my
My darling. How? You're my grandson.
No, I
How
understand.
can I not listen to you and be elevated by you and taught something?
Elevated is a strong.
Taught something.
I mean, I know this is the hot button stuff here.
I don't care. Do you? I think I need to talk to you, and I need you to talk to me.
I need
desperately.
to talk. I need to listen. I'm scared of you right now. But
I'm just kidding. And then let's stop.
No, I'm just kidding. But he said something to the effect of, it used to be an exclusive word, that when they spoke that word about you, it would exclude you. And he said what was interesting now is that culturally the pendulum shifted so far the other way, where it's cool to be black, that now it's exclusive the other way. Contrary to popular belief, in the core of who I am, I don't think in terms of race. But I know that being a black man, I just have a very unique experience on this earth. People like Richard Pryor or any artist, they can relate this experience as a black person. And then they see all these white people coming to their shows, and the media will be like, well, aren't you surprised that so many white people like what you're saying? No, because it's a human experience. You know, in the past, I used to always tell a lot of jokes about white people. And I know there's a lot of white people here with us tonight. Good evening, whites. Everybody knows what it's like to be embarrassed or to be felt marginalized. The implication is authority. Nobody likes authority figures. When I say jokes about white people, don't think for a second that I'm talking about you. Don't forget, I almost had $50 million once. When you make enough money in America, they'll pull back the curtain and introduce you to the real white people. You guys just think you're white.
Dave Chappelle is very intelligent. He's...
You know what? There's something that baffles me sometimes. Like, why does words hurt so much like that? Words hurt people way more than the intention, than the intent, even. Especially when it comes to like females, right? Their words really hurt them so badly, way more than the intent of it. So it's pretty funny sometimes how words can cause a lot of hurt in people, such a way that people feel super offended. You know, and what Dave Chappelle said is very true. Like, most of the time comedians say stuff about white people, they really don't mean the white people, you know, they mean the white people in the white people. I don't know if you guys like understand that they mean like the white people in the white people, not really like the actual white people itself. Dave Chappelle is definitely for sure intelligent. The way he sees things, the way he perceives things, it shows how brilliant he is and how super intelligent he is as an individual, as a celebrity star, as a person. You know, he's one of a kind, very unique.